Hi, good afternoon, everybody. As I promised you earlier, we're going to show you a little bit more of the behind the scenes. And today we're setting up our cricket farm. We've been watching some videos on YouTube to see how everyone else is doing it. And now we're going to try doing our own. So we went and got from Lowe's a 64 quart tote. Just a plastic tote, plain ordinary plastic tote. And you fill it about 1 inch to 2 inches thick with vermiculite, which again, Lowe's, I think it was $4.99 for the bag. You put that on the bottom of it. It's the substrate that you'll use, that the crickets will live in. Then you take any cardboard. We're using egg cartons because we have chickens, we have a lot of egg cartons. We're going to use egg cartons for them to house in. Then you put in a small container, which my wife has gone and gotten from the dollar store, the small plastic sandwich containers, like so. Just a small plastic sandwich container that you fill with soil, and you put that in the corner. You clear out the vermiculite, and you put that in the corner, fill it with soil, and that's where they lay their eggs. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and film this so you guys can see it from start to finish, and we hope you enjoy it. Okay, so first off, you got to have a place for the crickets to breathe. They need air. So what we're doing is we're just taking a small drill bit that the crickets cannot fit out of, and we're going to drill a bunch of holes in the top of our brand new tote. Yep. First thing you do when you buy something, you destroy it. But in this case, we're only going to make it better because it's going to allow the crickets to breathe. Now there is no hard and set fast rules to how many holes you put in, what the distance is. You just want to make sure there's enough holes for them to breathe. Alright, so for then this part, after you drill the holes in the lid, we're going to fill these sandwich containers with just plain ordinary topsoil. You don't want to use any topsoil that has any kind of fertilizer in it or additives. You just want plain ordinary topsoil, we say, because that's going to be where they plant their eggs. They put their eggs in there. And you need to keep it moist. It needs to stay moist, otherwise the female crickets will not plant their eggs in it. Everything that we read, everything that we saw says it needs to be filled up pretty much all the way to the top and then buried at the rim. Move the vermiculite so that the rim of this is equal with the level of the vermiculite. Now, also one thing that we did do, these come from the factory with holes in them for ventilation. We covered these with some Gorilla T-Rex tape, Gorilla tape, or duct tape, anything you have available. Only because I'm afraid they're just big enough for the crickets to possibly get out, and we don't want our sunroom full of crickets every day. Okay, so now we're moving on to the housing. They need some type of comfortable housing that they're used to in an environment that they might be used to. And in the wild, they would be in the tall, thick grasses or in the bedding underneath large trees. And the way that we replicate that is by using these cardboard egg cartons. Some people stand them up, some people put them in a V. What we've understood through other YouTube channels is that you put them just to where they hold and set them in there like that, and then the crickets have plenty of places to go in and hide and mate and do everything they need to do. And what we've done is I've already installed 2 of them in here, and we're going to go ahead and place a 3rd one in here to show you that how the housing, how your cricket farm should look or how our cricket farm is going to look, so that we can start raising our own crickets for our amphibians and reptiles.